So a few days ago, Steam ended their Steam Next Fest because these are the next games that are going to be in our hearts or our libraries. Or maybe it's just as simple as like these are the next games coming out. So there's a bunch of games that had demos, and I played quite a bit of them. I played the ones that were appealing to me. Now this game that we're watching here is called Enginefall, and this one stood out first and foremost. Look at this trailer. Like, I'm hyped. I don't know what's going on, but I want to play it. So basically, this is like Rust and Tarkov, but on a train. It's a survival crafting game with, full loot, Rust, but then Tarkov, because this is also an extraction game. Because it's 2026, every game's got to be an extraction game now, because Arc Raiders did so well. I mean, I guess that's why. I don't know why every game is like an extraction game now. It's kind of like 10 years ago where every game was a battle royale because Fortnite did so well and PUBG did so well. So everybody's got to have a BR. Well, this game's called Enginefall. Looks cool. I tried it out. You get in the game, you do your tutorial. You're in the game. Here we are, tutorialing. Actually, this is after. I think I'm actually in my first game. And I run into a guy, and it's clearly we're in a safe zone. Oh, and we're harvesting. In Rust, it's like you're in an open world, but now I'm in a raid because I have to extract, and I'm working on the railroad, dude. I've been working on the railroad. Can I post this here? Better start working. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm gonna farm all these resources because that's what I think I have to do. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm working on the railroad. All right, all my live long days, I'm gonna farm up these resources. But basically this game, since it is an extraction game and it is like a Rust-like game, yeah, I just spawned in. Yeah, these guys are fighting. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is a safe zone too. Oh, it's not a safe zone. Let me go back in. There's already someone trying to hit me. Like, I'm 2 minutes into the game. Nuh-uh, buddy. Nope. Nah, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this game. Why am I going to walk out to get ganked by a group of 5 people? Nope. And that's basically this game in a nutshell. Tons of people just camping where you spawn. Tons of people camping where you need to extract. I guess that's fun if you've already grinded this game that nobody's played and just gatekeep everybody who's trying to figure out what to do. So, I mean, these are NPCs I'm killing. I'm still trying to figure out where I put my little mini base. I mean, Rust is fun. I like Rust because you're in an open world. It's a massive map and there's hundreds of people on the server. Or you can pick a server that fits more of your playstyle. You want to play in a duo? You can play a duo server on Rust. You want to play in a Zerg? You play just the normal servers. But this game, since you're extracting, it doesn't really give you that option. I'm sure you could play in a group. That's great. You could play solo. I don't really know. But once I got into here and started farming stuff, killed some of the NPCs, I quickly realized that I had this overwhelming feeling that I just wanted to try a different game on the Steam Next Fest. So this game's called Enginefall. It's an extraction survival full loot game. I'm a PvP player. I like full loot. And this game just, I don't know, it's just, I played for maybe 30 minutes and then that was enough for me. All right, moving on. All right, so the next game that we're going to get into is by our good old friends at 1047, Empulse. Now, 1047 are the people that made Splitgate. The people that basically took Halo, kept it exactly the same, and combined it with the game Portal. So 1047, in true 1047 fashion, they just basically said, what other game did people like to play back in the day? Oh, Titanfall. So they just made Titanfall. But they made it more arcadey and simple and cheap. Which begs the question, why don't I just go play Titanfall? Now this game was pretty fun for like an arcadey, cheesy Titanfall clone. It's basically like that Overwatch clone that was made in China. You guys remember that? I forgot it was like Legends of Titan. It was literally just copied and paste assets of Overwatch when Overwatch launched, when Overwatch was good in like 2016, 2017. Yeah, this is basically that Chinese clone of that. I don't understand what 1047 is. You know, they just take games that are already popular and then they reproduce them. Because this is literally Titanfall 2. Except the mechs are irrelevant. Melee is the strongest thing in the game. And that's it. It's just a copy and paste clone of Titanfall. I'm very confused. Because on paper, 1047 Games is supposed to be like that small indie studio that makes the new Halo. But what they did originally with Splitgate is they just made Halo, combined it with Portal, and everyone was like, hey, this is new. And then it died because it just seems like they don't have any ideas of their own. So this is Empulse. I had a lot of fun for, you know, playing an arcade shooter where melee is the strongest gun in the game. And mechs are irrelevant, but there's mechs, melee, and all types of guns with basically split gate attachments. You can give it a try. I think the demo is just active right now. But it is so funny to me that there is a company out there that's an indie quote-unquote studio that literally is just like copying other games. Splitgate is copy and paste of Halo and Portal. Splitgate 2, they tried to make it a little bit more unique and it didn't work out. And then they're like, hey, this isn't working out. Let's add a battle royale like everyone else. I feel like they're just so behind. Like, are they just that creatively bankrupt? Or they're just not creative at all and they just made, you know, they fused two games together that they thought was going to be cool. I guess that's what it is. So this is Empulse 1047. Just more uncreative slop from 1047. Check it out if you want. Woohoo! I won! Alright, so this game was probably my favorite game. One of my favorite games to play. It's called Hoverise. And this kind of has like Descent vibes. I don't know if your like uncle bought you some crappy game that was on the shelves for $10 when you were a kid that you ended up installing on Windows. That was Descent, by the way. But that was one of the first games I think I ever played on a PC. And this really has the same kind of feeling it gave me. But also I get the diabolical old Quake type of arena shooter vibes. Because that's what it is. It's just a TDM or FFA arena shooter, but you're a hovercraft flying thing. Hoverise. This is a super fun game. I was having a lot of fun playing this game. The only downside is that there wasn't anybody playing, and I was surprised. It's a free-to-play game. I mean, at least the demo was free-to-play, and I couldn't find a game with another human. These are all just bots. The movement is smooth. It's not as janky as the other games I've played on here. And it was fun. The only downside is just a bunch of bots. Where are the people at? I feel like this game can have a huge following of like the old gamers that were playing Half-Life multiplayer just because Half-Life had a multiplayer. Like, this was super fun. So I would check out this game. Maybe this game will take off. Maybe it'll have players in it and it'll actually be fun because you're not just playing bots. This might be fun to play bots, but let's be honest, that gets old. Playing a bunch of bots and dominating them. So Hoverise was actually, this was probably one of my favorites. because it brought back the old arena shooter vibes that I had as a kid, as a young teen playing Half-Life multiplayer online. Really has those vibes, and it mixed with the Descent type of Windows 98 vibes. I like this game a lot. Check it out. Another game I played was called Over the Hill. And this game is like one of those chill games that you play to just relax. Now, I was always confused when people would play like really try-hard games, like arena shooters or games like extraction shooters like Arc Raiders, and then they would complain that they're dying because of PvP players. And then they would say, like, I'm just trying to relax after work, so I play this try-hard PvP game. That always confused me, but I found a solution, and it is this game. This is literally the chill game that they are trying to play after work. You're literally just 4x4ing with your friends, winching them out, having fun, laughing, doing some wheeling, upgrading your rig there, and just go do some overlanding, go do some jeeping, go do some rock crawling. That is this game. The only thing I didn't like about this game is it is pretty easy, because if you do get stuck, you can just teleport anywhere, which I think is silly, because most of the fun we had was trying to recover each other and act like we couldn't get out if we were stuck. For example, I can just see Jonathan sending it through the rocks. Oh no! Oh no! We have to winch Jonathan out.
I fell in the water.
Oh, we gotta do a recovery.
Oh no, my engine's filling it with water, it's saying.
Are you serious? You can't connect to that? No, so you have to push the right thumbstick down and select the winch now? Yeah,
No,
there you go. You
I
had it.
know.
You just had it.
I know I could do it, but
Yeah, do
like,
that again. And then I'll connect to you when you're close.
I think I was screwed.
Oh
Wait, there we go. Oh, yeah, you're gonna go in. Wait, what? Corey's pulling me the other way.
no! Oh, disconnect from your winch too.
I can't, because it just releases your guys' first. Okay, I got an idea.
Wait, no, I'll winch to Corey, he winches to you.
I got an idea.
No! Oh no! Oh,
Why'd you do that?
Are you just driving around down there? How is that possible?
Jonathan just pulled forward. He said, "Wait, I got an idea." And started pulling forward. Just pulled me.
Now you guys got a winch to his point. So we eventually got them out, but the experience was just funny, and we were having a good time. It wasn't try hard at all. There's no like race against the clock. We're just screwing around, playing games, laughing. We're all related, so we're like, it's like we were kids playing N64 again. And so that's why this game was kind of fun. Had a lot of fun with that. Oh. We got our other relatives involved and just started having a good old time. But we did eventually all get out. Yeah. All right, now Corey, you gotta come up a little bit. Oh no, watch out, Jonathan! Don't go back down there. This feels like I'm out.
My engine's toast.
Yeah, you gotta turn yourself around.
Do the same thing.
I used you to turn.
Here, let me grab you, and you grab him. Hold on. You gotta put on your parking brake, though.
Make sure you.
Yeah. I got you. Now winch the side of him.
Make sure you
Run up and just winch.
like reversing or something. Are you in low too?
Hey!
What just happened?
All right, we did it. We did it. And you guys are like, this one's easy.
I just took the turn way too hard.
Yeah, you gotta do rock crawling. You gotta chill. We can't just floor it through here. So, needless to say, this one is definitely on my wish list. It is a different type of game that I normally play, but I can see this game being super successful. Kind of like Peak, you know, those other co-op games that are mainly driven by the people that you're playing with. This is definitely one of those types of games where it might not be as fun solo. Maybe if you're into that and chilling, like you could play it solo, but because it's co-op and you can kind of play with friends, family, or you know, your lady or whatever, your kid. You know, at one point my friend brought his kid in here and we were playing with her and it was all fun. You know, it's something that everybody can kind of figure out and play and have a good time. And so I definitely recommend this game, Over the Hill. Go ahead and check it out. And that's about it. I checked out some other games. I guess we'll get into the other one, but this one was my favorite one. So there's this game called Obscurity, and I think that's a perfect name because this game is very obscure. It's like a Tarkov Arena, I guess, but same with Hoverise. There's just nobody playing this, so you're just playing bots. And it's kind of janky like Tarkov. Actually, it's more janky than Tarkov, and it's an arena shooter. You can kind of lean left and right. You got your attachments. It's not as in-depth as Tarkov, but I really don't know the point of this game. I mean, this type of game, there are millions. Maybe there's not millions, but there are a lot of different games kind of like this game, where you shoot in an arena. But this one's more centered around realism, I guess, because you have to heal, you can get down, you can fracture. It's like in between Tarkov and Call of Duty, I guess. But once again, there's just a bunch of bots playing. And that was my problem, my like big thing with Mistfall Hunters, which is like the Dark and Darker clone, I guess, if you will. It's most of the games I was playing was just against bots. And if I ran into a human in the Mistfall Hunters, the fight was just a 20-minute fight, which wasn't for me. I didn't even include that game because I did not have fun with that one. I like Dark and Darker, but I did not like Mistfall. I included this game instead of that, but this game could be fun if there's players. But once again, it's, you know, it's obscure. The game is called Obscurity, and it's just some cheesy shooter, you know, like some Tarkov arena shooter meets Call of Duty. So it's a little more simplistic than Tarkov, but it's got like some of the realism elements, pseudo-realism elements, like Tarkov has. So if you want to check out Obscurity, I'm sure the demo is still active, but once again, you're just going to play bots. Yeah, these are the next games that I won't be playing. The Steam Next Fest. The next games I probably won't be playing. That's what the Next Fest was all about. Over the Hill was fun. I can see that game doing very well, being one of those niche meme games that you play with your friends for a couple of weeks. Kind of like the Mecha Chameleon, the prop hunt with extra steps. They know that's going to last this month, and then no one's going to play it again, like Peak and all these other co-op games that exist because some streamers played it, and then everyone plays it, and then they get bored, or they finish the game. So that's what the Steam Next Fest is all about. Here's some games that are going to be the next one that you won't play. The next game you didn't hear about. So I did my part so you guys can hear about it. Okay, bye.